Hello dear students, today we will see lesson number 7, verbs, page number 44. So before we move on to this lesson, let us try to understand what a verb is. Though we have learned the definitions earlier, but still we'll see once more. A word used to describe an action, state or occurrence. I'm reading it once more. A word used to describe an action, state or occurrence is called verbs. And you can write the other definitions as well. You can see there, verbs are words that shows an action. So what are verbs? Verbs are words that shows an action. Anything that we do. Suppose I take the chalk is here. It is kept here on the table. When I pick it up, picking up, that is also a verb. Now what I am going to do with it, I am going to write. So whatever that I am going to write, is the writing itself is an example of verb. But we need to identify the different kinds of verbs over here. We will see the kinds of verb. The first one, action. These verbs are divided here. You can see the first one is action, and the second one we can see being, and third one possession. So all these are also verbs. You can see here verbs are of three kinds. The first one is what? First one is action, second one is being, and third is possession. Now let us try to analyze each of them. We will see action, then being and possessions separately. And I ask you to take page number 44. Once upon a time, there were 4 friends, a rooster, dog, and a cow, and a donkey. They lived and worked in a farmer's field. He had them to help him around with his work. The donkey pulled his heavy carts, the cow gave milk, the dog guarded the house, and the rooster woke up the farmer on time every day. After many years, the animals grew old, so the farmer decided to sell them to the butcher. The dog heard of his plan and ran to tell his friends the sad news. So what is our work? Our work is to underline the verb in this passage. So dear students, you are not going to write down this particular passage in your copy. Enough that you take your pencil and underline in your book itself. Now let us move on. The passage above contains the kinds of verb you have learned about. So here, maybe you may not be aware of this. We have already learnt about 3 different kinds of verbs. Let us see them now. Verb can show action. You can see the words, the verb that shows action. You see, like lived, worked, pulled, being. You see there, state of being. Like example from the board also you can see am, is, are, was, will be, and were. All these are examples of the being verbs. The last one is possession. You can see here have, had is the example of the possession verb. So we have already talked about all these 3 different kinds of verb. Now notice the verb in the color in this sentence. Amanda knows how to score a goal. Amanda knows how to score a goal. There are some verbs that do not show action, but instead show an ability, a need, opinion or a preference. These are non-action verbs. So here you see this action, this action verb is divided. This verb you see, verbs are also again, you will see the action, one side action verb, the other side, okay, we can see non-action verb as well. Non-action verb. Action verb we have already seen. Okay, suppose what am I doing now? I am writing. So writing is also action. Okay, something is being done. Next we have, okay, lived. Then okay, from the book it is worked. So all these are examples of the action verb. And on the other hand, okay, we see there are some verbs that do not show an action, but instead show an ability. So a non-action verb will show what? The first one, ability. Next, what does it show? It shows a need, and we have an opinion. It shows an opinion, and we have one more, preference. So all these are some features of understanding non-action verbs. Ability, a need, then we have an opinion or preference. So you must look all these things, okay, in order to identify non-action verbs. So please, okay, remember, these are not the example, these are some features, okay, to identify non-action verbs. Let us see, for example, now we are going to see the examples. What are the examples of non-action and non-action verbs? You can see the love, the first one we have. I'm erasing all this here. Like love. Next one we have, next is like, then want. So all these are the examples of the non-action. Here you see love, like, want, and need, prefer, belong, possess, believe, etc. So these are all the examples of non-action verbs. Verb that shows being and possession are also kind of non-action verbs. So another thing, okay, it is letting us know that is being and possession. Being and possession, remember, these are also non-action verbs. The other side, question number A, page at 45. Complete the sentences with the suitable verbs. So we have to make use of all these verbs, okay, that I have already written down, like action, being, and possession. Sunny is a new friend. Okay, you may write, okay, Sunny is a new friend. The friend is a champion. Okay, the friend is a champion athlete and, okay, and has won medals at several events. So please, okay, make use of all these words. The words like only the action, okay, action, being, and possession. So all these three different kinds of verbs you have to make use in order to write or fill up the blanks of question number A. So that will be your work. And the next day, if you feel, okay, or if you think, or if you find any kind of difficulties with this, please let me know. Thank you so much.